Welcome to Twist Talks, where we talk about the Japanese game Twisted Wonderland.
We discuss theories, headcanons, and other random nonsense about the game and its characters.
For the sake of spoilers within our podcast topics, we will only be discussing the international release over the Japanese release.
Hi, I'm Talissa, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, I'm Kaden, and my pronouns are I don't give a fuck.
Hi, I'm Wonder, and I use any pronouns. Hello, and welcome to this new episode of Twist Talks. Today, we are talking about the Stitch event.
Yay!
So happy,
Yay!
yay! Happy, very, very belated 626 Day. Which I'm like 90% sure is the only reason they had the Stitch event running when they did.
Oh,
so that it
probably.
would overlap with 626 Day.
Yeah.
That's right.
Which, if you don't know, is July 26th, which is Stitch's.
No,
It's 626 is Stitch's.
June
Not
26th.
July, June. June 26th is 626, and that's Stitch's experiment code, basically. So that's why 626 is Stitch Day, and that's why, almost definitely why they had this event running when they did.
I forgot how much I love Stitch. And now I want a Stitch stuffed animal very much. Like a big one. I know which one I want too. The problem is they're like $40.
My siblings are absolutely obsessed with Stitch, so we have so much Stitch stuff in our house. Like, both of them have giant Stitch plushies, and like both of them, their winter hats have Stitch on them, and there's so much Stitch stuff.
I just googled the one I want, and it's $50 on Amazon. This makes me cry so much.
There was
and that's
something
on
else I was
sale
gonna
too. Why is it so much?
There was something else I was going to say, but I don't remember what it was. Oh! This was meant to go up last week, but I got called in for work at the Ren Fair very last minute, so that's why we weren't able to record not last week, but last episode.
I hope you guys
So,
enjoyed the
yeah,
cannibalism.
We accidentally... So that's why we accidentally kind of minorly spoiled this episode in that one, but that will be coming at the very end, so... Yeah. Should we just jump right into it? Because this is looking like it'll be a long one.
Yeah, it's going to be a long episode. I will say I probably am going to veto out of doing the majority of the narrating just because I am really congested. So
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I think that's the one that my sister has.
It's the one that looks the cutest, and they have a matching angel one, but they're so freaking expensive, and they look so soft. I think the brand is like Cuddlies or something. I don't know.
The brand is Smart Home Accessories.
No, that's just what it pulled up on Amazon. What I googled was Stitch Cuddlies. I don't know. It's spelled weirdly. And that's what it shows out on the official Disney store. But it is sold out on the official Disney store.
Alright.
I could get Angel, though. But I want Stitch.
Okay. Honestly,
I at least need Stitch first.
I read this just today. Like, I started it.
I think we all did.
I got halfway through last night, and I finished it today.
Yeah, like, I started reading it during my break at work.
We're doing great, guys.
And for context, we are recording this July 10th. The
Yes.
event ended 5 days ago.
It's fine.
We're so great at this.
I know, guys. We're doing amazing. We're doing great.
Yeah.
Best podcasters ever.
Anyway.
Also,
Uh-huh.
all my notes are just screenshots.
I did notes. A lot of them.
Mhm.
A lot of them. I've noticed a trend. It'll seem to be like when I first start that there will be like 5 notes, like every little chapter, and then when it gets to the last like book, I'm like 1 comment, if even. And all the interesting stuff kind of happened already.
Yeah. Alright, so should we just start going down to Liz's list? Because that's honestly the best way I'm going to remember this.
I put a lot of quotes in this one. We probably won't even read half the quotes, but I put them there.
Okay. So obviously the event starts off strong with Floyd being irritated with Azul because they're looking for a dumb book and he can't find it.
Yep.
And Azul really wants this book. And then Lilia pops up out of fucking nowhere, upside down, might I add, for later context. And he's like,
well,
"Oh,
that's
you're looking
just
for
Lilia.
a book? You want my help?" And then he's like, "Oh yes, that's a very fascinating book." And Azul's like, "You've read it?" And he's like, "Absolutely not."
You read it? Nope.
Oh,
so
I
really
love him.
I thought at first he was going to be like, "Oh, I wrote it."
I really was expecting him to be like, "Oh, of course, I read this like 20 years ago or something," and he's just so enthusiastic. Nope. But it must be a good book if it's sold out everywhere.
Yeah. And then Lilia recruits everyone else who's in the library. So Jack, Ace, Grimm, and obviously you.
And Riddle.
And Riddle.
Riddle, yeah. Yeah. And then they're all talking about where they're going first. Summer break. And Riddle's like, "I'm going to summer camp." Which confuses everyone, because, like, why would Riddle go to a summer camp? But he's going to study.
It's literally just a studying camp. They're like, we go camping, and then we study for 2 hours as we watch the sunrise or something, and I'm like, oh, you poor baby. His mom picked
No,
it
they
out.
study from when the sun rises to the sun sets. That's what he said.
Oh my gosh.
What are they
this
studying?
poor boy.
Like, why do they need to study that much?
He seems so excited about it, too. I'm like, oh, little babe, okay. You do you.
This poor boy.
I know.
I say that as if I didn't also go to one of those once.
What do you study there? Like,
It was like a college prep thing.
Oh, one of those. Okay, never mind.
I mean, Kaden,
Well, that's
you went
what
to a
mine was. I
language
don't know what
camp.
Riddle's
Maybe
is.
yours could count as that. Like, you went to one where you just had to speak French.
That was.
I also did one of those.
I did not. I was broke.
I did it back in like elementary school, and it was like 2 weeks, and like every 3 days was a different language,
Oh.
and it was weird.
Oh, that sounds scary. Then.
That
No,
sounds
that would be
confusing.
Too much.
Well, it was
I would
less.
mix up those languages so much.
Well, I don't remember any of them. All I know is when the Japanese instructor came in, all she did was she sat us down and she had us had us watch Ghibli movies in the original Japanese. And that's why I know I've watched Ghibli movies, but I don't remember them because they were in Japanese and I was zoned out the entire time.
I love Ghibli movies. I just read the Arietti book, The Borrowers, and I was not a fan of the writing style, but I'm just gonna peg that to the fact that it was written like 70 years ago, so they get a pass.
He's going to visit
Anyway.
the Shaflins with his family, which, first of all, the Shaflins always cracks me up because it's hilarious. Second of all, I'm trying to just read through these. Melissa would open a pretty magical book without a second thought.
Who
Which, why
wouldn't?
were they
me too.
describing it so much?
If it doesn't even need to be a magical book. If it is a pretty book, I'm opening it. Because I need to see if it's also pretty on the inside. I need to see that font. I need to see that format. I need to see the page. I need to see it.
Yeah,
So I can thoroughly judge it.
They were describing it so much, like, literally all their books have mirrors on it. Why are they talking about it like that?
Well, there was just in general, I feel like there was a lot of exposition in this event. And a lot of, like, stuff that they could have just shown us, but they talked about it instead.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like they always do, but, like, more than usual.
It was really jarring in this event.
Mm.
There was a lot of it.
I've just, like, really fast getting through it. I was just it's like I gotta finish before 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, we finished this event, like, an hour ago.
Me? 34 minutes ago.
I would have finished it sooner, but Mom and I went to Friends Trivia, and we got 3rd place.
Oh. I just kept getting distracted because people were posting YouTube videos.
I was hungry, so I ate food.
That's also fair.
Mortius and Casper
gotta
both
make
put
it
up
through
there.
That did not format well in my ear.
We were talking at the same time. But Mortius and Casper both put up their first reactions to the Thunder Saga today. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, it's Epic the Musical, and Mortius and Casper are two, like they do music reaction and analysis videos. And they both put up their reactions to the first 2 songs in the Thunder Saga today. And so obviously I had to watch them immediately.
Of course. I don't know who those people are, but I did listen to the Thunder Saga. I listened to it on Friday night. I was at a bachelorette party. We had no clue what to do after everyone was bored of games. And the bride was just like, Talissa, you haven't listened to this yet? We're listening to it. I don't care if we were the only 2 in the room that listened to this musical. You're all gonna enjoy this.
That is amazing.
So then we had to watch a YouTube clip explaining what the Odyssey even was after listening to that saga.
Oh no. I was in the live stream. I was in the live stream. Uh-huh. And then, I might not have sent this to you, but my boss at the Ren Fair called me during Polyphemus, I think. It was either Polyphemus or Survive. It was somewhere in the Cyclops saga.
Okay.
And then I didn't get back to my computer until Puppeteer.
Oh. I didn't realize they were going through all of them. I thought they were just playing the new Troy and Cyclops, and then they were going to Thunder.
Oh no, they played the whole musical, because Thunder is the first saga of Act 2, so...
Okay.
You gotta get all of Act 1, and that's off topic, so everybody take off your bingo card.
I gotta find it.
For the first 12 minutes.
Us getting off topic. Woo!
Okay, back on topic.
Epic the Musical, go listen to it. Very good.
It's amazing. Anyway.
Magical outfit change!
I really liked their new outfits. Azul's is my favorite.
Azul's is my least favorite.
I love the dad vibes.
Let me go
He looks like a golfer.
Just in general, I feel like this with, like, pretty much every event that Azul gets an outfit in, but, like, specifically this one in Vargas Camp. They could do more with him, and they don't. And I'm sad.
I really liked it.
Like, I didn't mind it.
I did like we got to keep.
I did like it. It's just he could have had more. I feel like they could have done more, and it was a little bit boring. And out of five, what are you giving? What is everyone giving the designs for this event?
Out of
in
5.
total, I'd say like a 3.5, a 4. I mean, they were pretty good considering. Like, there's definitely been worse.
Yeah, I would say 4.
I don't think Floyd's shirt needed to be that deep of a V-neck.
Oh,
I did.
Yeah.
I definitely did. Thank you very much.
Like, I'm just, at that point, I feel like just wear it unbuttoned.
Yeah, like Jack was.
Yeah. I also loved Riddle yelling at Jack to button his shirt.
That's so funny.
I was honestly surprised Riddle didn't complain that, like, his belly button was showing. I thought he'd be like, oh, this is so scandalous. But he didn't. He was
crop
fine.
top.
I know. I was gonna write that Riddle was wearing a crop top, but I'm like, that's too long for a crop top, but it is short.
Anything that, to me, anything that doesn't meet the waistband of your pants is a crop top.
Valid.
Yeah.
So, it's a crop top.
Riddle
I
with his
love
little
his
crop
pose
top
in his
yelling at
card.
you.
He just looks so happy.
Who? I gotta pull up the cards.
Riddle. He just looks so happy. in
I don't
his
think I have
card.
his card, because wasn't that the one with Lilia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna pull for them, and then I didn't, and then I logged on literally the next day, and they had switched to the Floyd and Ace, and I was like, I don't want you at all. Go away. Aw, he does look so happy.
No. I love him. I also just groovied him, and his groovy. I don't get why they have to all have their shirts off for their groovies, but they
What?
do. They
I was gonna
all
say,
of
I
their
see
groovies
Floyd's
have
'cause
their
he's
shirts
surfing.
off.
Okay, there's Ace. Go away.
I'm getting through them.
Oh, there he is. I
Yeah.
love how
Lily
Stitch is
has his
there.
shirt on? What are you talking about?
And his
No,
groovy?
Lilia does-
No, he doesn't.
Wait,
I'm looking
Oh,
at a
he
shirtless Lilia right now.
he is a little boy. Okay.
He is the pale man. The sun is
Also, I
reflecting
find it-
off of that.
Oh no. I find it so funny in this event they kept over exaggerating Lilia's age. I mean not over exaggerating because he is a 70-year-old man, but like
Oh, you
he
little
kept
youngins.
getting brought up.
Literally, I
Respect
think
your
it's one of my
elders.
screenshots where he's like, "Youth."
And then I realized that he's the only third year here, so that's probably where they all think that's coming from.
That's
but, like,
probably why
also,
no one questioned it.
Yeah, but like also, come on.
You little youngins, let's go.
He literally. Oh my god, it's later. Wait, no, we'll get to it later. Okay, whatever. He's so old. He's such an old man.
Oh, I love him.
I love Lilia in this though.
Anyway,
On outfits,
Oh,
I
dude,
don't know how to feel about Jack's headband. It's all I can look at.
he looks like Coach Ukai from Haikyuu.
so
That is. But like I've
Oh my
seen those
gosh.
headbands. Those headbands hurt. But that's all I can focus on. The black little zigzag through his hairline.
Where's a good picture of Coach Ukai? Not the season 4 art style.
I love and hate.
I want
I
it
love
on
it.
the record. I am a noted hater of the season 4 art style for Haikyuu.
Oh, no,
it's
go
so bad.
Oh, Flow Red Art just showed up on my Google. Go away. I don't want to.
the in-game like the spirit for like fights, it's like so defined in his hair and it's so stupid. I'm
I
looking at
think
the
it's defined in
right.
his hair just because it's black. Like, his hair is white and the headband's black. That's gonna be defined no matter what you do with it.
No, like it's extra defined. It looks like he's wearing a little crown.
I have a picture of them on chibi surfboards. I'm not seeing immediately ones for them on fighting, but I'd assume they're the same. I skipped all the fights.
Yeah, no, they're the same.
Yeah.
I love Stitch so much.
Okay, shall we continue on with our
Yeah.
notes?
The Stitch yet.
We're already like 20 minutes in.
Okay, Lily is
Um,
concerned his outfit isn't cute, so he throws a whole fit about it, and then we have to be like, no, girl, you're go Boston. And then
And he does have the best outfit out of everyone.
Grim is like, you're even more like a poser than usual to Ace.
Yep. I'm not a poser. Yes, you are.
He is like literally, Ace, have you met yourself?
Mm-hmm. Which, this is a random detail because I don't pay attention to Ace, but has his tips always been like a bluish color? Or was that just for this? Because
I
his
think
tips
they
were
have.
like very blue in this.
Yeah, they have. It's just kind of the art style of the game. Like a lot of characters have a weird ombre to their hair. Like you can
Okay.
kind of see
His
like on
nails are
Jack's. On Jack's hair, like his ends are a little bit gray, like
Okay,
in the back.
I see that.
Okay, sorry for interrupting you, but his nails are painted. He's got like colorful nails he's going on.
Everyone's nails are painted.
What? Hold on, give me a second.
None of these
Everyone's
have,
nails
okay,
They're matching nails.
Azul's nails are like purple. Riddle's nails
Whose?
are like...
Oh, yeah,
Azul's are
Riddle's
like purple.
They're like a
I don't know,
silvery
none
purple,
of these
yeah.
pictures have good hand... Most have good hands.
Riddle's nails are like a yellow color and blue and white, I think. Lilia's are pink and black. Jack's are black. And I did not get a good look at Floyd's, but that's also just because I don't like him, so I wasn't paying attention to him. I
Braids are very
noticed this and then immediately went and had to like stare at everyone's hands to see if they were all painted, and they are.
I have a picture of Floyd's hand, and I am not seeing it very painted. So
It's
it might just be like a white.
Mm.
his groovy. Not his groovy. The one where he's playing ukulele, so the normal one. They're very gray.
Okay.
This picture has like a grayish blue, so...
Oh yeah, I think he also had like multiple colors. And it was weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, he also has like a yellow and a blue. And I think a white
don't know.
too.
Uh,
I think we've spent a long time on outfits.
Okay, so they're trying to look. They have their phones, first of all. They don't have any service.
Yeah.
So they're crying about that.
Which is such a mood, though.
It is.
And then
Although
Lily
they do later mention, like, I can't wait to be back to my smartphone. Like, dude, you technically have it. You could be playing games or something. Like, you just can't call anyone.
I don't think
I mean,
Ace
they're probably all dead by now, but...
games on his phone that, like, you can't play without Wi-Fi. You know? Or, like, data.
That's fair. No, you can't tell me this dude wouldn't have Subway Surfers.
Also true. And then
I play Subway
Lily's
Surfers
like,
so
hold
much.
on, I'll go up to the sky and look around for people to help us. And then they're like, oh, Lilia can fly. As if he wasn't just upside down in front of them less than 5
I
fucking
know.
ago.
That bothered me so much. They're like, you can fly without a broom? And I'm like, is he normally on a broom when he just appears upside down? Like, is he just hanging from his knees? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't think he was. He could be.
Yeah.
But...
That might have been a translation thing. I don't know.
I don't know. With how much
in the
they-
moment, I was like, "Oh, so that is just a fairy thing. Like, fairies can't just fly." And then I was like, "No, they established that right at the very beginning."
They also never technically specified
Dumbasses?
in this game whether or not he was flying, because they're like, oh, you can fly, and he's just like, nah, I'm just jumping really high.
No.
And then he fell to the ground.
Yeah,
No, he does fly.
he specified that he could just fly up there and look.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then he's
He
like,
makes some comment about it being a jump or something. I don't know.
cool.
Did you just yell at Cookie? Do we need to cross off another square?
Yeah. She's bullying me. she really wants to play.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Oh, we
Okay.
can cross off sending pictures to the group chat, because I sent a picture of the Stitch stuffy that I want.
Oh yeah, I sent that I crossed that off right away.
And then Lilia
Does that Haikyuu thing...
and womp womp.
Huh?
Does that Haikyuu thing count about you ranting about a fandom that's not Twist, or are we not there yet?
I think that would count for anime.
Okay.
Oh, us ranting about Epic though.
That's a fandom.
That counts. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. There needs to be a square discussing what hasn't been crossed off the bingo card.
That could be talking directly to the listeners.
No, we haven't done that yet.
Magic disappearing when you reach a certain location, and they find that out.
When Lilia falls from the sky.
No, they like fully figure it out after like Azul and Floyd try and like swim away. But like, no, they don't, because whatever. They can't take off their clothes. They are forced to remain unnaked, and they cannot go mermaid forms.
Yeah. have been given the fancy outfits and they are not allowed to take off the fancy outfits.
And Lilia's like, ugh, sunlight. I'm so weak.
Except their shirts, apparently, because they're groovies, they don't have them.
True.
So their shirts are fine.
Maybe if it got wet enough, they could take it. Wait, that would make no sense, because they were trying to go in the water.
Yeah, they were in the water. They really just be like, we don't care if you get hypothermia, you're gonna look good. Okay.
And then Lilia's like, you should listen to your elders. I don't remember why. Why was he saying that?
I don't know.
Wait, hang on. What are we?
It's after they find out that the clothes are glued on, and then it's just Lilia, this is why you should listen to your elders. I don't remember what they were talking about, but I was just putting it in there because Lilia being like, elder.
Yeah. Elder Lilia.
I also like how cheery Lilia was about the island being deserted, and everyone's like, this is not a good thing.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Why not? Would you rather have people be here? Yes.
And then Grimm's doing his little dog thing where he's trying to dig a hole.
Yeah, he tried to dig a hole and sand
okay,
back to
I found it. I found it.
That was...
What Lilia was saying, you should listen to your elders. Jack found a branch and tried to make a broom out of it, and then, fly, and the magic, his magic cut off. And Lilia goes, see? You should listen to your elders. Okay, anyway.
Okay, I loved Grimm trying to dig a hole in the sand back to school. That was just so dumb and cute.
He's a cat, though.
I don't care.
The spaceship falls.
Hmm?
And then the spaceship falls.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a big crash, and naturally, we go to investigate.
Yeah. And Grimm gets there first, and he sees this little 6-legged antennaed beast. And
He's so cute.
He's so cute. But, yeah. And then he's, like, screaming, it's a bug! It's got 6 legs! 6 legs.
Floyd, this has 4 legs. This has 4 legs, Sealy. This looks like a dog to me.
And then Stitch is just like, Stitch, good boy.
Yeah, that's how he introduces himself, just Stitch, good boy. Give him all the head pats.
But then Stitch immediately bites Ace's ass when he says he looks like Grimm.
That was my favorite.
I think
It looks kind of like Grimm. Chomp. You have offended.
Apparently I didn't.
I also loved how much Stitch smirked in this game. Like him smirking at Grimm before making his second set of arms disappear.
Go to bed. Take him up to go to bed.
They gave him so much expression in the game, a lot more than I thought he would, and I just loved it so much.
Stitch is so cute.
So yeah, Stitch causes chaos, but decides that Floyd and Lilia are his favorites, and they get snuggles instead of bites.
He bites Jack's finger. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, oh Hannah.
Oh, honey.
Oh,
That face.
I almost cried.
I also love Lily and Floyd just deciding, we're just gonna raise Stitch now. He's ours. We'll take him back to school. Diasomnia and Octavia will have joint custody. You chill with this, Azul? No. Waves him off. These are the plans, dude.
Oh.
I like how they were just like down to raise a child together. Just instantly. They were like, okay, we're raising this now.
I mean, if I had the option to raise Stitch with someone, I don't care who that other person is. I want Stitch.
Yes.
Also,
Also,
no, go first.
I have to point out, so Riddle has a line, I have a very hard time imagining Malice welcoming this creature with open arms, and just the fact that he knows Malice that well. Malarido? I'm sorry.
See, he said that, and my mind's kind of just going like, I feel like he would accept this creature with
yes,
open
he
arms.
would, but also, like, the fact that he feels the need to comment on Mallows.
Very true. I do ship Mallow Riddle. I'm fine with this.
That's so funny because I was gonna bring up Riddle and Floyd because this entire event
I'm surprised you hadn't yet, honestly.
If anything, Riddle isn't scared of Floyd. He just hates being near him because he's annoying and he always changes his name.
Exactly.
So he's not.
Anyway.
He was more relaxed around Floyd in this event, but you also could just say, we're stranded on a desert island. We kind of have to be.
Mm-hmm. Like, we're there for a whole
To be
week.
scared about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're there for a whole
I
week.
do-
The only people we have to talk to are each other. Some walls are going to come down, no matter how much we want them to stay up.
They have potential for friendship, but I don't see anything more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Not without Floyd stopping how much he terrorizes Riddle.
Mm-hmm.
Which he did calm down a bit in this event, I will admit.
He does terrorize him once, and it's over food.
Maybe twice.
But it wasn't terror.
That's a lot of silence.
Yeah. Caden, you keep cutting out.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I keep
Anyway.
going away. So we're
Anyway, and then Stitch goes, Ohana, and I cried.
Ohana. And his little ears droop down. Ohana.
How
But
do
we
you
can't be sad for too long, because then the big dummy shows up. We got Ganchu.
Okay, Ganchu. And then they're debating over his or catfish.
Yeah, they looking at him. I can understand Shark. Azul, where are you getting catfish?
Yeah.
I am very disappointed that no one during this event, like, it literally could have been Stitch. No one called Ganchu a big dummy, which is, like, all he's referred to in the movies. Like, Lilo literally draws a picture of him and labels it as big dummy and sticks it up in her house. And they never mentioned that once. I was really waiting for, like, Stitch to call him that or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, hand Stitch over. Floyd is like, no. Alright.
Nah.
No, more specifically, Gantu, whatever, says, oh, Stitch's sole purpose is destruction, and Floyd goes, dang, nice.
Yeah, he's like, oh, sweet, I'm really keeping him now.
Yeah.
There was no way he was giving him back after that. He shouldn't have said
Yeah.
I know, right?
Uh-huh.
If he had moving it along. So you guys need to start reading bullet points.
I love how when they're, like, doing their little debate of, like, who should we side with? Like, should we side with Ganchu or Stitch? Like, we don't know anything about either of them. And Lilia just goes, Stitch is clearly more fun and adorable than Ganchu, and there's nothing more important than being cute. I think not. Is there anything more important than being cute? I think not. We're siding with Stitch. Like,
Yeah.
I love him. I love Lilia.
we love Lilia.
Okay, right before he said that, he says, I'm afraid Stitch and I are already inseparable bosom buddies.
Yep.
Which is one of the first things I took a screenshot of.
You can't separate them once you're bosom buddies, you know? That's just...
Mm.
And then Floyd starts, like, taunting Ganchu, because we have Riddle saying, stop taunting the creatures you know nothing about.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally Floyd's entire existence, but okay.
Uh-huh. And then and then we have the robots. The robot sharks.
I didn't actually see what the monsters looked like because I skipped all the battles.
They're
I didn't
robot
play
sharks.
this event until after it was over. Jump, jump, jump.
They're like little robot sharks.
Yeah.
They're so weird.
I like Ace's comment that Stitch keeps letting out random cackles, little evil cackles, and I'm starting to think he's smarter than he looks. And then Stitch proceeds to make a mattress and a blanket out of metal, and we just don't question that.
No, we can.
Yeah.
we do question it, but not as much as we should be.
Yeah.
To be fair, if something came falling out of the sky, would you question that more than you should? Especially
Yes, I would, because I'm picky.
apples, and someone just came along and told you it's a danger to the universe. No, I wouldn't question that. I'd be like, okay, whatever. Like, I'd be too scared.
Yeah, realistically, I probably would have sold Stitch out really quickly, despite how cute he is. But, like...
Well, this
Stitch.
is... I'm always so confused as to whether or not, you know, you is supposed to, like, know Disney movies. Because, like, this whole event takes on a whole different meaning if you know the movie Lilo and Stitch. So I'm like, personally, I am playing this as if I know Lilo and Stitch, because I do. But at the same time, like,
Yeah.
are we supposed to? And
Like,
that's just...
we know Ganshu is not the good person in this. He's being overworked by an evil little hamster. That's just... it's life. Dr. Jacques von Hamsterville, which is what my sister's Kia is named after.
Anyway. Moving on.
So they sleep in a cave and get eaten alive by mosquitoes. So all of them are miserable in the morning, except for Lilia. And they're like, did you just not get eaten up? Like, are Faye just immune to mosquito bites? And he's like, oh no, I'm suffering. I'm just powering through it. Like you guys should, you wimps.
I love him.
Poor general who spent years out in the forest. He's used to it.
Uh-huh. Oh, I love him. He's my favorite.
Yes. I love the fact that he's just, like, mosquito bites are horrible when you have, like, one of them. And they're saying they're, like, coated in places they can't reach and stuff. And he's just like, suck it up. I would smack him so fast.
But also, he has literally, quite literally been through much worse. So.
Oh no, I know. But I'm saying this from the perspective of high school students who don't know this.
Yes.
Who think he's just playing because he's old. Like,
Yeah.
Sure, you're old,
Like,
you 18-year-old. No. He's in his 700s.
yeah, like...
He is 700, I think, right?
He's slightly over.
I don't know.
Let me double check. I'm on the wiki anyway.
Or he's like about to turn 700. I think it is 700.
I don't know.
Da-da-da. Oh yeah, he is exactly 700.
Haha. See, I know things about my favorite character. Anyway.
So yeah, then they decide to build a house. And we get Buff Jack.
Teams, and then the shelter finding team is like, what if we build a house? And Floyd's like, yeah, we can just stack logs together and make a house. And they're all like, no, we're gonna get crushed and turned into pancakes. And then I don't remember who. I think it's Riddle. He's like, no, we can actually do that.
It's Riddle.
He's got an idea there.
He's like, there's log cabins. And I'm just picturing Lincoln logs.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's what I was.
And then they just
every childhood memory.
and then they just
then they start building
full on build a house.
Building a house. As you do. Which I love how their house is not a log cabin at all.
Oh, no. It just
they have
straight
it
up
so
looks
they're-
like the house out of Lilo and Stitch.
It's literally, he just built his house. And I love it. Because Stitch did most of the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love how when they're gathering wood or something, and Jack's just like carrying a bunch of logs and stuff, and Riddle's just like, make sure you don't overwork like your magic and stuff, and he's just like, what magic?
Yeah. Wait, where is it?
This is all me. And they're just like, oh no.
We're shouting out, or I'm shouting out, I forgot their Egophiliac again, because I was literally just looking at their comics. They drew a whole bunch of stuff for the Stitch event, and one of them is
Can
this.
you send them?
I just sent the link to one of them.
Okay.
But then they have they drew that scene, and it's, Riddle and Floyd using their magic, and Riddle goes, "We need to be careful not to overuse magic and tire ourselves out. How are you doing, Jack?" And they turn around, and Jack's just like a mountain of logs on his shoulders, and he goes, "Were we supposed to be using magic?" I love him.
I love the picture in this. It's just also unremovable beach outfits for some reason. Riddle blushing. "Jack, button your shirt right now." Jack striking a pose. "Can't. Magic won't let me."
Here, let me I'm just going to send you the link to all of their Stitch stuff. Because the other one is in there as well. They don't have pronouns, I don't think, in their, they don't have pronouns listed in their bio. So I'm defaulting to they, them.
Valid.
Anyway.
I just read the comments. Okay, one of the random things that bothered me is half the time they'd spell "yes, sir" as one word, and then half the time they'd spell it as two. And it just really bothered me when they spelled it as one word.
Translation issues, I assume. I don't know.
I don't care.
Anything that's weird, grammatically, I just assume something in the translation, maybe.
I mean, that's fair.
Ugh. Are we all just looking at Egophiliac's Stitch event comics now?
Kind of are.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I mean, valid. They're amazing. I love them so much.
This is a canon source of twist knowledge,
yes,
as far as I'm concerned.
Yes. Anyway, we should continue.
Anyway.
Seashells.
Seashells! They're all looking at seashells. And of course, they're all picking up the little curly cute ones, and then crabs come out of them. Hermit crabs. And they all panic, except for Floyd, who just starts laughing. He's like, "You idiots, pick the flat ones." Random, the only pet I ever had as a child was a hermit crab.
Ooh.
It had Boots the monkey from Dora painted on its shell, so I named him Boots. And then he changed into a giraffe shell.
Oh.
But yeah, my mom killed all our hermit crabs because she did not know that they shed body parts, so she thought they were getting into fights and threw them away.
Oh no.
My grandpa had a hermit crab that he got at the same time as ours. Rest in peace, Speedy. He lasted about 10 years.
Ooh.
That hermit crab was a survivor. Even the pet stores were confused. He'd go to get new shells and they're just like, "Dude, what are you doing with that hermit crab? How's he still alive?" He's not anymore. And when he died, he told us, "Please, do not get me another hermit crab."
Don't
So we got him a stuffed one.
live for 30 years.
Huh?
Hermit crabs are supposed to live for 30 years.
Well, as far as the pet store was concerned, they're supposed to live for 2.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe that's a
great.
captivity thing.
He only survived because Grandpa wanted to bury him and it was winter, so we put him in a pill bottle.
Oh.
And then when he went to check on him, he was tapping on the pill bottle to get out. I don't know how long he actually lasted. I just know we got those hermit crabs when I was 7 or something, and he died 2 years ago. So yeah, that was probably close to 10 years old, that hermit crab.
Wow.
Did you get those hermit crabs from one of those places where their shells are painted and stuff?
We got them from PetSmart.
Okay.
I mean, yes. I just said mine had Boots the monkey painted on him. My sister's had a flower on it, and my brother's was a soccer ball. Or maybe the soccer ball was my sister's new one, because Mom replaced one, because my sister's was the first to die, and she's like, "Oh no, they got in a fight, I'll replace it." And then one died, quote-unquote, immediately after, and she went, "I am not replacing these anymore." The most fun you can have with hermit crabs is we would clear the kitchen, and we would race them on the hardwood floor. Woo.
I'm gonna be.
You can't do much with hermit crabs.
I'm gonna be a little honest with you. Those hermit crabs were not in a good shape.
They probably weren't.
Because first of all, the hermit crabs with stuff painted on them, they're plucked from the wild. They're ripped off, and then they're put in these like different shells with stuff painted on them, and then they're put in like really bad conditions, and then like they don't tell you how to raise them, so they die really fast, even though they're supposed to live up to 30 years, and it's like.
Yeah, like they didn't tell us they shed body parts.
Yeah, like it's super.
Mom thought they were getting into fights.
It's very bad. Like, they give you a small container and they're supposed to have a big, like, terrarium where they can dig up holes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you probably didn't know, but you were, like, hella abusing those animals.
We did get them a terrarium.
No, like...
But yeah, they were sent home in a little dish.
No, like a really, really big one. Because they need a lot of room to dig holes and stuff.
Yeah. Ours were horrible. Speedy was living his best life. He was vibing. If he didn't like something, he would know. Like, if he wanted new water in his bath, he would just straight up pick up this big bath and flip it over. Or he had a little coconut house, and he'd flip the coconut house so that the door was by the corner of the cage, and then he'd crawl underneath and just lock himself in there. Or he'd take all his shells and line them up perfectly in a straight line, and he'd be in one of them. He was a smart little dude.
Nice. Anyway.
I got a soft spot for hermit crabs, but I probably would too if I picked up a shell and something crawls out of it. Unfortunately, that hermit crab is going to get dropped very quickly. I will feel bad about it, but I will panic.
I mean, that's kind of fair. If you're not expecting it. It's a little freaky.
No, I am careful about the shells I pick up on beaches. If I cannot look into it, I am not picking it up. I also just have trypophobia, so I don't like things with holes.
That's fair.
Yeah. Where are we? On the list.
The hermit crabs. Lily
I
wanting a
scrolled
beach
down
day.
Beach day. Lily is just trying to do his best to make this a beach anime episode, and no one else was cooperating.
They ended up cooperating in the end.
Yeah, they cooperate in the end. So they go to find water, and they find a waterfall, because they straight up say, they're like, you can't drink seawater. And then they drink out of the waterfall, like, directly, and I know you technically can, but I'm just screaming at them for not boiling.
They talked about it.
Because they did. Yeah, so at first they
boil
just
it
drank
after.
to, because they needed hydration in the moment, and then they got, I think it was 3 buckets of water that they boiled, which I assume they just used fire magic or something to do that.
Yeah. Which I know they do boil, but it's just the fact that they drink it right away. That's something, I do not trust any source of water, just because, we watch so many med shows, and do you know how many times, not particularly on the med shows, but, I've heard so many cases of people who, grew up in, the country or something, or in some village, and they would wash in the creek, and then I have to cough. And then turns out they've had flesh-eating bacteria for years. Or some sort of bacteria from bathing in this river, and they just never figured out till they stopped doing it. And then they got really sick.
Oh no.
I don't trust it.
By the way, we're at almost 50 minutes, and we are
Yep.
Not even halfway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how it works. If this is a special event, be prepared to be here for a movie's length. It's just how it works. We're on episode what? They should know this by now.
But
This will be 29?
we barely talked.
For everyone who has gone through 28 episodes with us, thank you.
Yes.
I don't know why you are doing it, but thank you.
Especially after last episode.
Nah, that's a reason to keep listening.
No. Yeah,
Yes.
this should be episode 29.
Okay. So yeah, then Lilia goes to find food because he has a lot of growing boys he needs to take care of.
He's so bad.
props to Lilia, he only poisoned one person. Woo!
Well, it probably was on purpose. And it wasn't like actual poison. It just tasted.
It looked like it. It knocked Azul out.
Okay, but Azul, he literally has been living off fancy ass food for his entire life, and then he gets something that's like, first of all, disgusting, and second of all, has a shit ton of vitamins. He's probably gonna pass out either way.
Fair.
Okay, knock it off.
But yeah, they find lots of fruits, and then Lilia just tries to keep force feeding everyone. He's like, of course it tastes disgusting, but do you know how many vitamins are in this? Eat it. I feel like Grim would have liked it. We should have let Grim try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Grim will eat anything, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyway.
And Stitch builds Lila's house, and then Floyd insists on having a bonfire.
Woo.
And
As you do.
Stitch is like, hold on, I need to make the vibe perfect. And then he makes ukuleles for him and Floyd. And they're just strumming along, and they're having a hula dance battle, which is hilarious because the animations literally just have the characters moving from one side of the screen to the other. And I didn't have music on, so it looked hilarious.
I had music on, and mine half the time just looked like they had them, like, shake their hands, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're perfecting that, dude.
Were you able to figure out, like, if there was a specific song they had Floyd play? Because there was, like, a part where
I tried listening to it to see if it was, like... I mean, granted, the only song I know from Lilo and Stitch, like, off the top of my head, is Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride, so I can at least tell you it wasn't that.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether or not that... And I don't think it was an Elvis song, because that's also what they play in Lilo and Stitch.
Mm-hmm.
So not that I recognize, but I did try. But also, as someone who owns a ukulele, I am salty with how fast he just went. Time to play, because they have never made any comment that Floyd knows how to play the ukulele. And I have taken lessons, and I still can't play that damn thing. I can't strum. My hands don't coordinate. If I'm strumming and I switch chords, the strumming hand just stops. I can't do it.
It's easier, like, if you've played string instruments before.
I have not.
Yeah, I know.
I also just struggle because I don't have nails, so I can't actually strum a ukulele because you need nails. My instructor once told me to buy fake nails. Oh, that was a mistake. I glued on nails, played one chord, and then cried until my sister took them off.
Ooh.
It hurts so bad. So I bought a pick that will, like, turn full rotation after, like, 10 strums, so that doesn't really work either. I can play, like, 2 songs. The Harry Potter theme is one of them.
And then, of course, Floyd made the bonfire out of the house door.
Yeah. They're really just like, why is our door missing? Because the bonfire, obviously.
So I used it. Yeah,
Yeah. I like that Stitch immediately bit him after that. Like, they're all vibing and playing ukuleles, and then he finds out that he used, like, the door and some, like, windows or something, and just immediately chomp. You are no longer my friend.
Yeah, and then so they all slept in the house, and they had considerably less mosquito bites, but still a lot. And they were all pretty pissed at Floyd in the morning.
I also like how they show the pictures of this, like, 2-story house with the little alien room in there, and then just being like, there's enough room for all of us to sleep on the living room floor, and that's it.
Well, they didn't burn.
It's like, don't lie, look at that house.
I feel like what we saw was probably not what was actually there. Like, it was stylized.
And, like, just because they did the exterior doesn't mean they actually, like, built rooms and stuff. But, like, they really make it sound like they're all, like, still, like, squishing together.
Well, that's
like head to toe, and I'm like, no, you're not.
That's what they said. I'm not sure who said it. Maybe it was Riddle, but I think they were like, yeah, we built the house, but we didn't do anything to the inside, so it's just kind of a vast open space and a living room.
That's fair.
Because that's just too much work.
I mean, that's valid, but they still really make it sound like they have no space in a literal house. So next morning, they decide they need more food, and it is very quickly decided that Floyd and Lilia are not allowed to be on the same team.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Wait, I think I took his...
They're like, oh, we'll go do this. No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, okay, well, not exactly. But, Jack and Riddle are trying to convince Lilia to go with them. And Jack's like, yeah, Floyd's got nothing on me either. I'm way more fun. And Lilia's like, you are? How so? And he's like, I can make funny faces. And then Riddle's like, I know the most appropriate jokes to tell at tea parties. I read them in a etiquette book once.
An etiquette book? Oh, he's like, never mind, I'll have fun making fun of you guys, come along.
Yeah. Well, at first, between that, Grim just whispers, he's like, I've never seen so many boring things.
I can't tell, but my dad might be coming down the stairs, so I might be getting interrupted soon.
Oh no. Hurry up.
No, I think he's back in his room. It's hard to tell.
Mm.
Also, when they're saying why Floyd and Lilia can't be together, they're just like, you will, like, destroy the entire island. And Floyd goes, you're giving me too much credit. I doubt I could sink a whole island. Riddle, in all caps, I am not giving you credit.
And then we split up, and because obviously it splits up into the 3 different groups, where we have Floyd and Azul going off to catch fish. We have, Jack,
Riddle and Lilia
going to get more wood.
Gonna fix the house.
Ace is with Floyd and Azul.
Mm-hmm.
And
then it's us, Grim, and Stitch.
Yeah. We go out, go fix the ship. But the story goes through Floyd first. Floyd and Azul and Ace first, and then on to Riddle, Jack, and Lilia, and then to us, even though we appear in every part.
It really should have been us first, and then...
It should have been us, Floyd and Azul,
Floyd,
and then...
yeah. And then Lilia and Jack and Riddle. Because basically, we go decide we don't have enough parts to fix it, so then we go to find the group that is doing the fishing. Right?
Yeah, because Grim's hungry.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Uh-huh. Well,
Grim's hungry.
Grim's always hungry.
When is he not?
And then Floyd is just expecting everyone to catch fish with their bare hands.
As you do. What else would you do?
Use a fishing pole.
But they can't use a fishing pole because that's too much work.
Ace is like,
obviously.
Ace is like, we can use a fishing pole. And Floyd is like, no, that takes too much time. Let's just grab the fish and go. And Azul is like, I'm going to go grab the fish. And he just goes out there and grabs fish. And Floyd has to stay behind.
I like how they're surprised Azul can swim. They're just like, he's swimming so fast.
Well, okay.
Duh, he's a merman.
At the same time, though, like in book 4, they say that Azul doesn't like swimming because he is a very slow swimmer, despite being a merman. So which is it?
Okay, but in that, he's in his mer form.
No, he's not. He's still in his human form.
I feel like
Yes, he
even,
is.
I gotta look it up now.
even though he's
It's
slow,
the Tweels change to their mer forms, but Azul stays in his human form because he doesn't want to change to his mer form because even in his mer form, he's still a very slow swimmer. And also, he just doesn't like his mer
I
form.
thought he was saying he was a slow swimmer, like, he was a faster swimmer in his human form than mer form because he has less limbs.
Hang on.
I think he's just faster than the average human. But he's still slow for mer standards.
Who knows? Yeah, he's probably super fast to us, and the Tweels are just like, look at this slowpoke.
Ah! Oh no, I accidentally turned on light mode. Hang on. Okay, there we go. I'm on the wiki and it's like, all black and purple, and then I click a button and it's suddenly yellow and white.
Ew.
Ugh. Yeah, here we go. Twisted Wonderland, Book 4, Chapter 34. Grim goes, wait, I thought Azul was a merman. Why can't he swim himself? Jade goes, Azul isn't a fast swimmer even in his mer form. And Azul goes, yes, well, not all of us have tail fins like yours. And that's like the end of the book, the chapter. So yeah, Azul's not a fast swimmer. So is Azul a good swimmer or is he not?
I just found a picture of a snazzy Azul outfit, and I don't know what event this is from. So I'm gonna send a picture. Because the event name is only in Japanese.
Snazzy.
I don't speak that.
Was it? Did you say Azul?
Yes, you can use. Yes. It's on front camera. I don't want that.
Oh. My dad.
He's in a suit and everything.
Okay.
I don't know what event that is. I can use Google Translate.
Oh, that's one that hasn't come out yet in English. It's.
Well, I figured that.
It's Ville focused. It's Ville's hometown event,
how dare.
so I'm not going to enjoy it. But it's a thing. I don't remember what it's called. I don't think I ever learned what it was called because it's a Ville focused event.
I'm trying to translate it. Where's the Japanese?
Peace Weather.
Land of Shining Stones. Or no, it's the title it translated to is Tapis Rogue of the Land of Shining Stones.
Yeah, Tapis Rouge, I think, not Rogue.
Shh,
No,
I'm not French. Tapis Rouge.
Because Rouge is French for red.
Yep.
Which is confusing because isn't Ville supposed to be German, not French? But
that might be one of the words that are similar. I'll Google what the German word for red is. German red. Nope, it's rot.
Oops.
Whatever.
Yeah. Anyway.
Enjoy your little German lesson.
And French lesson. Anyway.
Yep. I could do better at French.
Anyway, we're over for me.
Oh gosh, we still have a lot.
Do. And then we have that surprise as well. Okay. We just need to speed through some of this.
Yes. I was worried that they were going to cut out Stitch not liking water, but that's still in there. It just took a bit.
Well, we didn't want to bring it the first event. They had figured it out.
Yeah.
I always forget that that's a thing.
Figured it out. Because he's programmed to be afraid of water, that's like something evil, and then they're just like, nah, let's go surfing.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name. It's Pleakley and
Oh, I don't remember either.
I don't know.
Google.
Hang on.
Pleakley
Jumba.
and Jumba. And Jumbo's like, what? He's entertaining the idea of going in the water? What is this? That is against his nature. And then he goes surfing. So he's chill if he's on a surfboard, which is such a mood. But yeah, so they still have that. We almost drowned for some reason. I think we're attacked by the robots or something. Again.
Yes, we are attacked by robots, and then Stitch tries to drag us underwater because he's like not for real. Like he's holding on to us, and it's
he gets scared of because he caught off guard, and so he drops his like paddle thing that he had, and he falls into the water. How to swim, so he immediately grabs onto our legs, and we're getting pulled underwater.
I felt so bad. Like, we get on land, and Azul's literally like, Stitch, like, you could have drowned. Like, you can't cling to them like that. Like, I thought you would have known better. And I'm like, he's scared. Like, you're yelling at the poor little dude for being scared of water.
Also, I will say, I just pulled up Stitch's wiki article, because why not? And they have a list of, every media that he appears in, and under video games, they do have Twisted Wonderland listed.
Nice. One of the things, I don't know what you guys selected for one of the ones, but like Azul pulls us out of the water or something, and you have two options, and I clicked the one that said thank you, and Azul is just like, you just almost died, and you're taking the time to thank me? What are your priorities? Also, I prefer my thanks in actions, not words, so I'm sure you'll properly thank my heroism later.
Good thing he forgot.
He literally just goes like, why the hell are you thanking me to, I don't want your words, I'll get some labor out of you later. Azul.
I know he
always business.
To, like, get something out of us later. Like, there's no reason, no way he did it just for, like, to save us,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I said I'm good for that one because that just genuinely is how I would respond rather than thank you. Because because the line before that is, "Are you two all right?" So saying thank you in response to that felt weird to me. So I said I'm good, and he says basically the same thing.
I don't remember what the previous line was. Yeah. I just clicked on thank you.
But he says basically the same thing in response to that.
Yeah. I do like how later at the end, though, he's like, we'll have to see Stitch again because I still owe him so much. So, like, at least it's give and take.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we almost drown. And then we get fish. And Ace and Grim want to take a break. And they're like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Like, why not? But if you go get fruit, I can make, like, a nice tart sauce to go with this fish. Or maybe this. And Floyd's just saying all the nice stuff he could make with fruit, so Ace and Grim immediately skip their nap to go get bunches of fruits. And Azul's like, you better still be in the mood to cook by the time they get back. And he's like, I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't.
I hate that I do love Octave and Elle's dynamics. Like, the dynamics between them. Anyway.
But yeah.
What's next?
That was the food getting group. Now it's back to rebuilding the house.
Jack doesn't want to be outdone by his strength from earlier, so he's trying his hardest. But the tree does not want to budge. And then it changes to Riddle, who's burning down the trees. Like,
yeah. Riddle, what are you trying to do? Like, I think they were saying he was trying to burn the moisture out so then they'd be easier to cut down or something. But I'm just going like, I don't care if you're technically like a rainforest or something. You have lots of trees around you, dude. Why are you choosing fire?
I think he's not trying to burn the trees down. I think he's trying to, like, dry out the trees that were already cut down and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he mentioned drying out the trees or something, but I'm just like, dude, fire, no. You're gonna cause a forest fire.
And then
no, because he specifically mentions if he goes too high, he could cause an accident. So, like, he is being very careful.
Like, he's aware of it, but I'm still going like,
And then Lilia comes over and he's like, sup, broski, y'all doing now? And they're like, why aren't you working? And he's like, oh, I finished already. And they're like, what?
I love him.
It's like, yeah.
And then he's like, oh yeah, there's my pile over there. It's all done. And it's just a giant stack of these tree chunks. And Jack's like, how the fuck? And Lilia's like, yeah, I can show you. It's a cute little trick I learned. And then he just goes, he takes a dance, and he punches the tree, and it falls over.
Yes.
Do we want to read exactly
this
what
is a
Talissa
quote
has
for
written?
him saying, yes, this is a quote. I tried to get it as direct as possible for this one. Lilia, you identify the weakest part of the tree, and then you go, pow! And the tree goes, whomp. Pow and whomp were in caps, in case you could not get my emphasis.
And then punch
he-
the trees.
He's like, just do it. We will not. I'm honestly a little surprised that Jack didn't try. Like, I get Riddle, but both of them are just like, no.
And then, oh my gosh, I just have to find it. Give me a second. Where is
Oh, my computer's
Mississippi.
low on battery.
I just plugged my phone in.
I don't have an outlet near me.
That is unfortunate.
we hurry up then? Okay.
We need to speed through the next chunk.
The
Okay.
next... we're getting near the end. It's in sight.
Yeah. They build the door. Well, Lilia builds the door, and he immediately, like in his little brain, he's like, I can put a lock on this. And then he's just trying to justify it. He's like, you know, guys, this is what they have in castles. Like, it's not weird. I'm just putting these on.
Okay, but like,
Honestly, I did not think that was weird. Like, I would probably add a lock to... Like, you literally have someone sending robots after you. I get they probably won't use the door, but, like...
yes, well,
I wouldn't mind that little extra security.
yes, but also keep in mind what Lilia literally does for a job. He's a guardsman. He's gonna be all about locks and safety and shit.
Very, very
Which
true.
is
Fair. Anyway.
and we all come over. So Stitch, Grim, and you all come over. And we're like, wow, yay, you made the door. And then Lilia's like, you guys want some coconut water, juice? I don't remember what he says.
Same
yeah.
difference.
Mm-hmm.
And then Stitch gets a little coconut milk mustache. And Riddle's trying to wipe it off. Like, bro, stop being gross and trying to lick it off. And he does anyway.
They're just like, what kind of table manners do you have at this little thing that they keep referring to as a dog? Like, I just love the idea of Riddle keep trying to, like, wiping his face off with a little, like, handkerchief or something, and Stitch just, like, licks his whole face.
I mean, doesn't he do that in the movie?
Yeah. That's why I'm saying it.
And then they give one to Grim, and is it Riddle or is it Lilia who's making them? I'm not sure anymore.
I think it's Lilia.
Lilia's making them. Because he makes some comment about, he's like, oh, if you wait a minute, I'll make you a special coconut juice. And Grim just goes like, no,
Yeah, and then
I
he
want it now.
snatches it.
Yeah, so, like, I really want to know what would have been special about it. Like, was he going to put the fruit in there? That super nutrient fruit?
Probably.
I was waiting. And then he's just like, nah, give it to
And
me
then
now.
they go off and
She's like-
yeah, Lilia's like, I want to build a resort.
So they
Yeah.
do.
He's like, we can make this nice. And after some complaining about that not being necessary, he explains what a resort is to Jack and Riddle. And they're like, oh, you know, maybe we should. That sounds kind of nice. So they make a resort.
Ugh.
Another reference to Ohana.
And we cry.
I'm pretty sure I marked every time that Stitch said Ohana.
Amazing.
Grim was so salty this entire story because people are giving Stitch attention.
He
And not
literally
him.
ran off because of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get to when we're at the spaceship and Grim or Stitch is fixing it, and then Grimm's like, who's cuter, me or Stitch? And then you have to choose. I chose Grimm, and then Stitch came over and bit my face.
I chose Stitch without a second thought, and I'm pretty sure he gave me
Me
hugs.
too.
I didn't mean it was Grimm, but I accidentally hit Grimm, and Stitch bit me. He like growled, and he's like, ah! And then Grimm's like, oh no! And then they just move on from that as if it never happened.
Yeah, one of the quotes is, Grimm, I'm way cuter and fluffier than Stitch. That is pure lies, dude. Don't even. You lied to my face. How dare.
know.
Grimm and Stitch bond over taking a nap, which I relate. I was very down to just cuddle puddle with those two.
But the thing is, that's when we go off and we join Ace and Floyd and Azul. So,
Yeah, because then Grimm goes, wait, we can't take a nap because then we might sleep through dinner. Or if they find out we're slacking, then they're not going to let us eat because Lily is strict and Floyd is... Who knows what Floyd is? And Riddle would... Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like... They're like, you're putting way too much thought into that, dude.
But he's
all
not-
right.
Ace has got a mean streak, Jack's all strict, Riddle's got a temper, Azul's got eagle eyes, Floyd's scary because you never know what he's thinking, and you never know when Lilius might be secretly watching us. Is the full quote.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway.
Anyway.
But yeah, so then they go back and get dinner, and Floyd has made lots of yummy food.
Mhm.
And everyone likes it, and they're all giving him compliments. And he's like, huh, Azul never gives me compliments. I like it. Keep doing it. And Riddle's like, absolutely not. We are not feeding your ego. I guess you're not getting seconds then. And Riddle just has to debate for a moment, because he really wants seconds. And he does give Floyd a compliment. I just found it funny, though, that he's like, Azul, you don't give me compliments. You should give me compliments. Do you want me to give you compliments? Never mind, that would be weird. Keep acting like you normally do.
Oh. And people wonder
That's such a
why
weird
I
thought.
ship them.
They have... I ship more Floyd and... not Floyd and... Azul and Jade.
I just ship all three
But
of them.
Azul and Floyd have their
I
moments.
just ship Octo
I mean, I ship
Trio.
all three of them, too, but I'm saying, like, if I have to... I ship Octo Trio, but I'm saying if I have to, like, pare it down to just two people, I ship Azul and Jade more.
I could go either way.
After this event,
Yeah.
I think I'll go.
Anyway.
Lily wants to swim in the ocean because he's a vampire, and he can finally do that now.
Is there something weird about this
'Cause the
island
sun
that, like,
isn't
the
normal.
sun doesn't affect him for some reason?
They really just straight up went vampire
Yeah.
with this.
They say he can be in the sun, it's just it gives him like a major headache, so he just doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Which is, like, fair. The sun also gives me headaches. So.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not a vampire. I'm
Um,
just very pale and have Irish descent.
are you?
So.
I don't know, sounds like a vampire to me.
What?
Excuse
Excuse me. I'm just kidding, that's a compliment. I love
I don't mind
vampires.
vampires. I'm dressing up. I was gonna say, I'm literally dressing up as a vampire for the Ren Fair in 2 weeks. I need to mold my teeth still. I'll get to it.
Anyway,
I walked away to get a popsicle. Where are we?
So yeah,
I walked
we
away-
haven't moved on.
Where are we?
We sh-
you glitched.
I walked away to get. But where are we?
Everyone's going swimming, and I like how Stitch is hesitant because obviously, and Jack's like, I can teach you how to swim. I taught my siblings, and Stitch just immediately growls at him. He's like, okay, never mind then.
Which,
Guess I'm
did
not teaching
we
you.
not explain to everyone that Stitch
No, that's
is water intolerant?
this is how
I
they
guess not.
figure it out. So they're
Well,
like,
because they figured it out earlier when we were getting food that, like, Stitch, at the very least, doesn't know how to swim.
yeah. So they figure
And, like, doesn't like the water.
So they know he doesn't know how to swim because they said Stitch can't swim, and Jack's like, oh, I can teach you. And then Stitch
And
growls
then
at
they're
him.
like, no, like the water. He doesn't want to be in the water. And they're like, oh, but he loves surfing? Okay.
Yeah, Ace is just like, time to make a surfboard.
Mhm.
Which I love. I think that was... I liked that. And then they're all designing their surfboards, too. Grim just painting it, tuna cans on it. With his paws, no paintbrush.
When I read that, I was like, oh my god, I want to see it. And then when like, it came up for, like, the twist tune, it was so boring.
It's literally just like their dorm colors and logo.
Mhm.
Come on. This is, I feel like, another instance of them just like expositing stuff that like either isn't important or that we really should have seen instead of being told about. So
I mean, like, I get it. Like, if they painted the surfboards to, like, what they said they designed them as and didn't say what they designed them as, like, I mean, I skipped the twist tune, so I can't tell you what the surfboards look like. But the fact that they described them, like, oh, Ace had a sunset, Jack, I forgot, he had, like, birds on it, and Grim had tuna cans. I want to see at least some thing that could resemble that. Like, you just need to make Aces, like, a nice orange and pink ombre or something. That's a sunset. Like, you don't need to go into detail. But, like, just making them the Doran colors, that's a cheap move. I did like how they described how, like, everyone's surfing abilities. Floyd just... How are you able to surf so well? It's not surprised. Like, I like how they specifically said, like, Riddle was bad at surfing, but he still liked it.
yeah, which is so fair.
Floyd was horrible. Like, I don't know how I feel about surfing. I've only done it once, and I was not good at it. But I'd try it again.
Yeah, I've never surfed, and I don't think I will, because fun fact about me, I have no balance at all. So.
That's fair. I fell over a lot. And the problem was, I am not used to salt water. That was my biggest thing. I kept trying to wipe it off my face. And I had an instructor with me, and he's like, oh yeah, you guys said you're from Wisconsin. You're probably used to, like, lakes or creeks or something. And I'm like, chlorine? He's like, oh, this is really different than what you're used to. So he would, like, push me towards the wave. I'd, like, paddle a little, but he's doing all the work. And then he'd turn me around and push and tell me when to stand up. And I'd get, like, a solid, like, 5 seconds before I fell over. Mom was also in the surf lesson. She had no interest in actually trying to surf. She just sat there and rode the waves. She was he's like, do you want help? No, I'm having a blast here. She's just sitting there.
Beautiful.
She had fun.
I'm vacation at the end of the month, and there's a giant wave pool there for, like, surfing.
Wait, what did you say?
I'm going on vacation at the end of the month, and there's a giant wave pool there, so I might try surfing.
If you're going where I think you're going, I don't think you can surf there.
I don't know. Where do you think I'm going?
Are you going to the place with the 9-foot wave pool?
I don't.
Hang on, just put it in our chat.
Because you can't surf there.
Both of you, just put it in our chat. And there goes, accidentally doxing ourselves.
I'm not going there.
Vague. Okay, that's the only place I consider worth going in that area. Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's not surfing, that's just a little boogie board.
Anyway, we should continue, because again, my computer is low
you
on
hold
battery.
on to it.
Yeah.
We're almost done.
Yeah, that's not actual surfing, that's just hold a little boogie board. It's still fun. Okay, yeah, so everyone's surfing, and the freshmen are just splashing each other.
Mm-hmm. And
they're having fun, and Lily is just like, look at this. This is youth.
Which again, they really exaggerated that in this event. And I enjoyed. I find that so funny.
Honestly, at this point, I'd be like, Lily, how old do you think you fucking are?
Well, I mean,
Probably be honest, too.
yeah. But at the same time, like,
Honestly, I'd just be like, he's committing to
Yeah.
the bit.
well, because, like,
I'd just be like, that's his
Yeah.
personality.
in Haikyuu, Koro makes some of those similar comments, and he is legitimately just a high school senior. But he makes some of those comments about, like, youth. And so,
I'd be
that it might just be a Japanese thing, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. When I was in Taekwondo and I was like 19, I had like a 14-year-old that I hung out with a lot, and I called her my child.
Oh, yeah.
So-
When I was a senior in high school, I had a whole bunch of freshman children, in quotations, and I called them child all the time.
literally, if you're...
Yeah, that was my child. She texted me the other day that she just got her temps, and I'm like, holy shit, how old are you? When did that happen?
And you don't have freshies, what's the point? You're just not doing well. Even I had freshies. I wasn't even there as a senior. I still talk to
I
them.
mean, same. I graduated at semester, and I only went for 2 class periods a day.
Homeschooled.
But I was part of Link Crew, so I had to take care of freshmen. Anyway,
Orchestra
Fair.
kids. But yeah.
So then another robot shows up, and Stitch says, aloha.
he just randomly
And
started
destroys
saying
it.
aloha at the very end here.
I
And I was
hate it.
like,
I know.
why did you not say this
Aloha.
earlier?
I was like, what is this? Why are you starting now? But
Yeah, that should have been the first thing, because aloha is hello.
It's hello and goodbye, so I really like the idea of him just going, goodbye, die.
No, because he jumped because the freshies are playing and the shark comes after us. But we can't get away. I personally chose that my muscles were cramping. And Stitch just jumps from the beach all the way to our surfboard and bites the thing in half, and he's just aloha. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing now.
As you do. Perfectly normal.
Honestly,
there, don't
that
you
would
know?
kind of freak me out. I would not want to be around Stitch anymore. Yay, you say,
Mhm.
but that's freaky.
That's fair.
How do you think?
I wrote Lilia being dramatic, but I don't fully remember why.
Let me see what I can find.
Go room, Cookie, room. This is not the room. Cookie insists. Excuse you.
Five,
What was that for? Sorry, Cookie's being a butthole. Do not growl.
Was
at
it our quarries moving in, everyone attack? Oh no, it was there, all done. It's been X days since we arrived here. Dear me, I can scarcely recall what the head mage's face
yeah.
looks like anymore. Malice, Silver, Sebek, I can only hope you haven't forgotten my adorable visage in my absence. Woe is me. And then they reveal we've been here for
It's okay, Lilia.
5 days. Well, 3 days since we went
Yep.
surfing.
It's okay, Lilia.
They say it's been 3 days since we went surfing, so
True.
total is about 5 days.
Fair. But it's okay, Lilia. You don't want to remember the head mage's
Nope.
face.
But also, we don't know what the head mage's face looks like. We know what his mask looks like.
True. And I don't want to remember
Yeah.
that.
Me either.
We got a diss Crowman at least
Uh-huh.
once in the episode.
That should go on the bingo card.
Cookie, you are not a dishwasher.
Wait, I'm
Obviously,
sorry,
Crowman.
what?
What?
There's a Crowley card.
Yeah, in Japanese.
Why? No.
Because why not?
Ugh,
I can't wait
I'm
for
not
the
pulling
other
for him.
two-
I'm not pulling for him when we get him, because I assume we will.
Okay.
I'll probably pull once just to see if I
Why
get
don't
it.
you get him?
Ugh.
That'd be
Anyway. Anyway.
Anyway.
We're almost done. And
That's what you think.
At this point, I'm just gonna go get my charger. I will be back. Y'all can continue without me for a couple minutes.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Where are we?
We just did Lily being dramatic, and again, I don't remember what this quote is from, but it's Riddle going, "Did Floyd just criticize me? With good reason."
Yeah.
And I think it was about, like, Riddle being fine, like, relaxing or something. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't remember this, even though I played this, like,
I mean, I can
5 hours
look.
ago.
Give me a second. Ugh, I've had the hiccups all day today, off and on. Do you know how hard... I was working drive today, and I kept hiccuping, like, when people would go to the window, and I'd cry. It's so embarrassing. We also had this really mean lady. Sorry, I'm gonna go off track and tell you about this really mean lady. She ordered a cappuccino, and she's like, "It's too heavy." And I'm like, "Girl, what do you mean it's too heavy? Like, there's not enough foam in it." And she's like, "Can I get this remade?" And I'm like, "We can't do that at the window anymore. You have to come around. We'll give it to you." And then she's like, "You're not very nice." And so I just left. I slammed the window closed, and I just turned around, and I'm not talking to her anymore. She's actually getting kicked out the next time she comes. She's getting banned from our school. Because she was mean to another lady, too.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Apparently someone's getting banned from Caden's work.
Yeah.
Some customer.
I heard. I was still on the call, just not talking because I had turned off my recording mic.
Oh, great.
Okay, but I'm back. I'm recording again.
Make sure that you're still recording.
I didn't
Are
stop
you still
the recording.
recording?
I just turned off my mic and I just turned it back on again. Hello, please let me open my audition to check anyway. Okay. Yep, still recording and everything. Oh, good. Okay. Floyd criticizing Riddle.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I
remember
know,
why
I'm
he was
looking.
criticizing him.
I tried to look, but I didn't. I stopped. Ugh, my eyeballs. Oh, wait, I could just check on the wiki. Why was I going into that? Oh, my God.
Who knows? We're getting
it
tired.
was-
And
I'm
that's-
tired.
I know, I just clicked it like
Yeah.
as I said it.
So
I swear, I'm not trying to get bingos. That doesn't even help me.
So Floyd and Stitch are doing all of the work on the like repairs and everything, and nobody else is helping. And so that's what's happening there.
Yeah. But then Grim gets jealous that everyone likes Stitch better.
Which like is
without
surprising, or
reasons.
like it shouldn't be surprising. I mean,
like, as someone who likes Stitch a lot more than Grim, I would favor Stitch. But I do also get where Grim's coming from to, like, since the first thing they did was say, like, how similar they were, and then to them just, like, only favoring Stitch. Like, I do get it. Like, that's kind of rough. But he gets jealous and sulky, and he wanders off, and then he gets kidnapped by Ganchu.
oh no.
And then you just have the whole NRC group with being to Ganchu, like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed in you for playing dirty.
They're like, are you...
Oh.
like, look, this way.
They just kept saying how disappointed they were. Yeah, they're like, you're playing dirty now. Like, that's just a cheap move, Ganchu. Really?
And he's like, I've got nothing else to do. I can't kill him. You guys keep killing robots.
I know. I just like how he's like, trade 626 for your friend. Floyd and Lilia. Nah. No, I don't think we will. We're just gonna take them both.
Aye.
And then he flies off on a spaceship with them. And then we get alien form Stitch. I love
He
his
is very
alien
cute.
form. It's so cute.
And then
I love
like,
his
oh my
antennae.
gosh, Steely wasn't lying to us. Like, why would he
That's
you?
fair.
Yeah.
I like how it's like, how are we gonna go after Ganchu? Because we can't fly. We'll just fall out of the sky like Lilia did. But Stitch building flying surfboards somehow
Well, I think it's
overrides that
because-
little thing. Like, is it because Stitch built them?
I think it was because like the surfboards weren't magical. I think he used like parts from his spaceship to make them.
True.
That's what he did.
Yeah, because
And
Stitch
then
isn't magic.
Yeah, they talked about
True.
it. Like the other ones who are down on the beach are like, I can't believe they just took those surfboards. You barely even finished them. They didn't even,
Yeah.
which is so them.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, though, they're like, these two work.
Yeah, and-
Goodbye. And then they blow up Ganchu's ship.
And then they're
As
falling
you
from
do.
the sky, and they're like, "What the hell, man? Why would you do that?" But then Grim
not?
does he like holds Stitch up in his mouth, and he's like swimming towards the shore, but he's sinking still, and it's so cute.
I know, that was really sweet, especially when he was like just being salty about how like Stitch is causing a bunch of problems for him, and then him like actively trying to like keep Stitch out of the water and helping get him back to land. That was really sweet. I liked him. But yeah, so they're all falling, and then Lilia and Floyd take Ganchu with them and drop him on the shore, and he's unconscious. And Ace is like, why didn't you just let him fall into the ocean? Like, okay, guess you're just saying we should murder our problems now.
I mean,
Which is kind of valid, considering what he's
yes,
put you
but
through.
also
But, like,
keep in mind these are NRC students, and we know what NRC students can be like.
yeah.
So,
They're just like, we can't in good faith let him fall into the sea unconscious. And Ace is like, I could.
yeah.
I mean, they steal all of
I could.
Ganchu's weapons. They just leave him there. Which, first of all, that's pretty generous. And Azul says that, like, they're just
Mhm.
really generous. Like, he has a whole vacation house now, and like, just live.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to worry. But obviously, his bosses are gonna find him because they find him anyway. But like,
The evil hamster is gonna be so salty when he finds out from his
Yeah.
space prison. I don't think Hamsterville was ever in the movies, but in the TV show, you learn Ganchu has to follow the orders of this like obnoxious tiny little hamster with anger problems. And he's so done.
makes sense.
Dr. Jacques von Hamsterville. And they keep calling him a rabbit.
Alright. Almost done.
So Stitch hugs Grim for saving him. Very sweet. And then Grim is like, oh, you're trying to be all high and mighty now or something? No, I'm not going to let you be the bigger person. And then they immediately fight.
Yeah.
And then they're immediately over it. Like, such sibling vibes. They ask Stitch once again, are you sure you don't want to come to NRC with us and just let me and Lilia co-raise you? But he wants to get back
And
to
that-
his
is
We
Ohana.
cry.
Figure out means.
Ohana?
This when they figure out what Ohana means. That's all.
I think Lilia
Yeah.
figured it out earlier, but this is when he like tells everyone what he thinks it means.
Yeah.
And then they're all like,
Yeah, because like Lilia had mentioned like his family, and Stitch goes like, oh, Ohana. And they're like, oh, Ohana means loved ones? Okay.
Yeah. You have family too. Which, like,
He's
why
saying he
wouldn't
has loved
he?
ones. Yeah. I know, right?
Okay, and then they finish building the ship. Which, first of all, that's a one-person ship. Where the fuck are all...
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a 2-person ship, technically.
Let
I
me
think it's
send
technically like 2 people. But we do somehow manage to fit
Let
all
me
of us in
send you
there.
a picture real quick.
Somehow.
Because it's literally a one-person ship. There is one seat with one little bubble.
Oh, right.
And then, obviously,
We're all just hanging on to the front there, you
they
know?
bring it up. They're like, oh, we're packed like sardines in here. And they're like, don't move, don't move. But, like, yeah, before they get in the ship, Stitch goes around hugging everyone. And it's...
It was so sweet. I want Stitch to hug me so bad. I think that would cure depression. A hug from Stitch. I really do. But yeah, so we're flying away, and Ganji tries to chase us on a surfboard. And they're just like, lose him, Stitch, just go. And then over the radio, it's like, this is the Galactic Federation. Turn around. Don't do this. And Stitch just, like, ignores them.
And Floyd is like, you rule, Stitch. Just ignore Gantu and the Galactic What's-It.
Yeah.
And and then Stitch screams.
Which they never say how we actually
No,
get back to NRC.
We
But
just wake
do.
up in the library and everyone's like, I feel headed. Where are we? What the hell? Where's the Traveler's Guide? Did Grin do something? And then Jack's like, did we take a power nap? And then
Yeah, he's like, did we just all take a power nap together or something?
But then they're like, oh yeah, I kind of feel like we as a group, us right here, we need to go on summer vacation to a beach together now. And then they plan it. And they don't even...
I'm so salty. Why did they have to forget Stitch? It was so cute.
Does it make any sense for them to remember him?
Does it make any sense
Kind
for them
of.
to forget him?
Most of the events are supposed to
I'm
be able to take place sometime within the main storyline. And I feel like that's a pretty significant thing that happened, that if you remembered it.
I mean, we already have Mickey Mouse showing up in our mirror. What's so wrong with us
Well, no,
remembering this little
because-
alien?
Lilia and everyone else was gone for at least 5 days. Who do you...
Okay, but here's the thing. I was fully expecting them to, like, wake up and be like, oh, everyone's gonna be so worried about where we were. And it just be no time had passed at all.
I do think that, like, it was a case of no time passing. Like, I don't think time passed. But...
Yeah, like, no one would let them power nap in the library for 5 days. They would have been moved to the infirmary.
Literally, for this, where, like, the comic...
I don't think that's, like, meant to be... Like, it's not happening mid-episode 7, because Lilia is, actively losing his magic. That's just kind of... The storylines were coming out at the same time, is what that's supposed to reference.
I think it's just showing
I
that
don't know.
if Lilia disappears, they're all going batshit crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think they also could have just... They could have even just been like, oh, that was a strange dream I had.
Mm.
But no, they just have no memories of Stitch. Like, Floyd and Lilia wanted to raise him, and now they have no memories of their adoptive son.
I don't know. I think it makes sense.
I'm so sad.
If I had the ability...
I feel like they should have had some memory. Like, fine, don't have them remember the full 5 days, the full Ganchi, the full everything that happened, but they still should have had, like, a vague sense of... Wasn't there this blue dog
Maybe when
in the
they
dream,
go on that together...
He was really cool. Floyd, when did you learn to
The
surf?
vibes, man.
5 minutes ago.
Vibes. It's just the vibes.
And they talked about how they wanted to skate on a surfboard too.
Yeah.
All right.
I love how Azul just completely failed at
I mean, this is
surfing.
Azul. He literally can't do anything physical.
I know.
All right.
But I love the way they phrase it, that they're just like, everyone was pretty good at surfing, well, except cut to Azul just standing there embarrassed.
All right. So we finished the story. Do we want to do the surprise now?
Yes.
Or do we have a key?
Yes, let's do the
So,
surprise.
as you know, if you listened to our last episode, which is totally fair if you didn't, we were hanging out in person a couple weeks ago. And one of the things that we did was we went to the mall.
Ooh.
And because it was almost 626 Day, there were... our box lunch had a huge Stitch display. And one of the things that they had was these cute little blind boxes of Stitch dressed up as different Disney characters. So we each got one, and Caden lost theirs, so hopefully they'll find it sometime within the next week and a half so I can edit in a clip of them opening theirs. But Talissa and I are going to open ours now and just see what we got.
Yes, I just took the wrapping off. And the options are, so people know, there's some different variations of some, but there's Cheshire Cat, Simba, what we assume is supposed to be
I looked it up this
Sebastian,
morning and it's Sebastian.
the Beast. Okay. The Beast, Thumper,
Gus
Dopey, another Beast, another Simba.
Not Dopey. It's not Dopey. It's Gus
What?
Gus from Cinderella.
Oh, it is Gus Gus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Different Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, it's
Is that
Raja.
supposed to be Raja? I think it's Raja.
Yep.
And then I think Balu
Pongo.
and
Yep.
Pongo. My mom was saying Pango, and I'm like, it's not
Pongo.
that. Pongo.
Alright. So I did
Um,
all the unwrapping on mine already,
yeah.
and like I opened the box and everything. Yeah.
I did not.
I just like haven't actually opened
Oh,
the
no, I
package and
ripped
looked
the
at what
box.
I got yet. Yeah.
Okay. I'm hoping for... I kind of want one of the Simbas.
I want the Cheshire Cat.
The... I know you do. Which one do you want? Do you want the one of him
I want
laying
the
down
shiny
or the one with the
one.
teapot?
Yeah.
I think that's the teapot. I kind of want the one with him laying down. Let's see if I can guess from feel around. Oh, these are tiny. Just a tiny thing. I'm gonna open it a bit just so that it's not so crinkly. Maybe. I might need to get the scissors back out. Nope, I got it. Okay. Let's see. Feel alone.
Is that an ear? I think that's an ear.
Um.
Caden's just listening.
Okay.
I'm just
Oh.
These are. I think I have,
I think
The
I
volume?
have Thumper.
from what I'm feeling.
I think I have Thumper based on like what I think are the
Okay.
ears. Let's
Should
so.
we see? I'm almost positive this is... I just have it under a table right now, so it's fully under the bag, and I'm almost
Oh.
positive this is Balu.
Well, I
This is a
opened
banana.
mine
This is a little pineapple. These are its ears.
and I was very wrong.
Okay. I'm right.
I got
it's Balu.
Simba. It's just the
Aw,
normal
which
one.
It's just the normal one. Okay, this is not a pineapple. It is a mango with a bite taken out of it.
I got a little Simba, and everybody sent pictures in the group chat so that I can put them in the notes and everything.
I'm putting this next to the box because why is this box so big for this little
That's
thing?
just kind of how blind boxes work, so you can't, like, feel it. I guess. I don't know.
It's in a cardboard box. You can't feel it anyway. I really thought it was gonna be like...
No,
Twice
I have a
as big.
ton of these. Or not like these specifically, but like these sorts of things.
You're like, oh no, this fully
Yeah.
met my expectation.
You've seen my keychain. You've seen my
put 'em on a little
keychain.
stand so you
Both
can
Asahi and Mickey
You think
are
I remember
off,
your keychain?
like blind boxes, and those are like about the same size. So, yeah. But yeah, I got the Stitch. I got the Stitch. We all got Stitch. I got the Simba. And you got the Babu, and then future editing wonder input here what Caden got.
Okay, I found my blind box. It was in plain sight too, man. Oh my god. Okay. It was literally on my kitchen counter. I looked everywhere but there. Let me see which one I want. Like, they're all so cute. I don't want any duplicates because that would be kind of upsetting. Like, I don't want to share the ones. I already forgot which Listen Wonder got though. Let's see. The Cheshire Cat is adorable. So is the Beast. I kind of like the Beast one. Super cute. They're all super cute. Okay, let's just get right into it. Let me peel. I'm also in my car. As always. Okay. Some nice ASMR for you. You can even hear it. Ooh, okay, what does it feel like? There's some ears. One's flopped over. One's kind of flopped over. Ah, I threw the box. Let me get the box back. I think it's the Dalmatian one. I'm pretty sure it's the Dalmatian one. Oh my god, it is! Fuck yeah! Aww! He's so cute! Okay, it's going in my car forever and ever now. I'm gonna have to get some of that putty to keep it there. Hold on, don't worry, I'll have a picture for you guys. Oh, it's so cute. It fits in perfectly. Okay.
Yay!
Very cute. I'm gonna put him. I don't know where I'm gonna put him. We can put you on the computer.
Do we have anything else we want to do?
I don't know. I
want to sleep.
Me too, honestly.
I feel like if I put you here, you're gonna fall. So yeah, you're gonna just live on top of the computer.
Alright.
Woo.
Woo. I will not be getting any more of these because I do not need more things that will take up space and I will forget about.
Fair. That's so blurry.
Yes. Very nice. Why does it keep switching to front camera when I try to take pictures?
Alright.
There's where he lives. You can see the nice little size of how big he is.
He
Oh,
is.
it's so
Alright.
cute.
Do we want to call it then? Because this is probably close to 2 hours. This is an hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah,
Let's
this is
go.
long.
No.
It's 11:11. Make a wish.
Okay.
I wish that I wouldn't be sick. It's
Everybody say bye?
fine. I got someone to cover my shift tomorrow.
Alright.
I'll be
Do
fine.
we have more we want to do? Or
I
say
did not
bye?
get a bingo.
Oh, shit.
Did you get a bingo? Hello?
Let's just.
I closed
What
the
happened?
Discord app. Whoops.
I don't know what happened. Should I shut off my recording?
Have we said bye yet?
No, because I asked if you got a bingo.
I did. Sorry, I accidentally closed my Discord app. Disconnected from the call.
Oh, you're good. I did not get a bingo. I would have gotten one if we mentioned the fic, but I was not going to purposely mention it just to get a bingo.
My bingo was to listen narrating, random sounds, sending pictures to the group chat, anime, and I'm tired.
I am very tired. Please.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.